What's up, brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa. Yeah, we woke you up. See her over there?
Oh, hey, she can hear.
Yeah, can she though? I think she just felt it.
It's like she's like Daredevil.
Yeah. Hey, you. My name is Marco Dupa.
Wait, the opposite of Daredevil. Daredevil can hear but not see.
Right.
We're talking about Celine.
He's like a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he does use echolocation.
Echolocation.
Right? That's
yeah.
a whole.
Yeah.
Not gonna get into the nitty gritty of Daredevil. That guy right there, that's the great and powerful Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
What's up, brewskis?
Tonight's brew is the Citrus Kicker.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a slur.
Oof.
From Crooked Can.
That's what they call Floridians.
Citrus Kickers.
Yeah.
And Obi's going to have a little bit more about that after the break. What's on tap for tonight? Well, we're going to make up for lost time here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot on tap.
A full old bushel.
Mm-hmm. So let's get right into it. First things first. Meta is downsizing their AI division. Is this a sign of things to come?
Yeah.
Or have they just realized that they just don't really have any use for...
They're using AI for their AI division now.
Right.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We also have a combo package of the UFC now moving to Paramount and the WWE moving to ESPN.
And with this is price hikes, I'm sure, for everything across the board.
It's not going to work out for anyone except for them.
And speaking of price hikes, the PS5.
Owie.
Finally, after being commercially available for 5 years, but really, honestly, like 2.
Sure.
They're raising their prices. So you thought I was going to say lowering their price
no.
because it's been out for 5 years.
Yes,
No. The price is going up.
Yeah. For
Yesterday's
reasons.
price
It's not today's price. Finally, we have... Finally! Gutfeld was on Jimmy Kimmel. Or no, Fallon, excuse me. I apologize, Jimmy Kimmel.
Well,
he would never.
Kimmel kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, politically, he would never have Gutfeld on.
Sure, yeah, for sure. That would be,
Yeah, no. Never. But, yeah. One of the survivors of the late night wars, Jimmy Fallon, is now having Gutfeld on. So I wonder how that went.
Yeah. So let's get into all the. Oh wait, are we gonna? And also one more thing. See, I told you it's stacked, baby. It's stacked. Just a quick little letting you guys know that the console wars are officially over. And guess what? Sony wins, like they always do. They're gonna raise the price of their PlayStation, and people are still gonna buy it. And now, Mr. Halo himself is in the new Helldivers game. Mr. Chief. So we're gonna talk about that.
It's not really him. It's a different guy.
Yeah.
You don't know about Halo.
I don't know anything about Halo.
It's fine. It's fine.
There's Halo assets in a game.
Yes, in a PlayStation game.
Yeah.
That is now on Xbox.
Nerd alert.
Oh.
So let's get into it because we got a lot to unpack here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
First things first, we got to unpack these beers. Crack them open. This is episode 471 of the One Beer In podcast. I regretted that. Okay. This is the One Beer In podcast. The podcast where two brews
make one mistake after another.
And we see where those mistakes will take us. I'm Marco. That's Adam.
Yeah, buddy.
And speaking of Adam,
look at that. Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. You want to tell the people a little bit more about what we're drinking tonight?
I would love to. This is the Citrus Kicker from Crooked Can Brewing Company.
Citrus Kicker.
If you're cool. Comes in at a 6.4% ABV. Excuse me. I picked this one straight from the source. Sherry and I, for the first time together, went to Crooked Can.
Oh.
out in Winter Garden. So
That's nice.
yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah.
Cold read goes as follows. This IPA is a celebration of the rich history of the famed citrus industry in Winter Garden, Florida. We brewed this refreshing beverage with generous amounts of local orange and grapefruit zest, allowing for a luscious infusion, promulgating nectarous absurdity.
Hey, I mean,
You guys are testing me.
it is a cold read.
For that reason, we kept the malt profile on the lighter side, showcasing the harmonious relationship between the dank hops and tangy citrus fruits. You'll get a kick out of sipping these juicy suds. Cheers, Andy, Alan, and Todd.
Cool.
There you go.
Thanks,
there you
guys.
have it. Okay. So whatever shall we dive into first, my friend?
Let's get the Fallon thing over with.
Okay. Start with on a high note.
Yeah. Let's start on a high note. So Gutfeld was on
A show we watch for fun sometimes.
because it's just so poorly done, and yet Adam,
Yeah.
it's one of the highest rated talk shows on today.
Yeah.
In fact, I was just looking this up for a little bit more information about his appearance on Fallon, and it boosted his ratings.
I have that for you from TVinsider.com. Quote, according to The Wrap, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon scored its biggest audience since 2023 for last Thursday's, which was August 7th, broadcast, which saw Gutfeld and the Jonas Brothers joining the late-night host on the sofa along with musical guest Good Charlotte. I'm sure it was Good Charlotte that brought that audience.
Yeah. The Jonas Brothers were on there, not
Didn't perform? Yeah, that's a little weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like everything else, it was toothless and weird and inoffensive.
Sure.
In every way possible.
Good old Jimmy. That's
Oh,
what he
good
does.
old Jimmy. Jimmy Fallon.
Good time, Jimmy.
I hate you, Jimmy Fallon. I'm so sick of his fucking face. I'm so sick of seeing him everywhere. He's such a spineless little weasel.
Yeah.
I can't fucking stand Jimmy Fallon.
You know, I didn't not care for him. I thought he was okay. I thought I think is designed. He's essentially inoffensive. He had his funny moments in SNL. I didn't dislike the guy, but the years have hardened me.
Yeah.
The years have sort of, I guess, made me this I don't want to say just negative in general to the facade that Jimmy Fallon tries to present the world, but I can't help but see it in this completely negative and really fake way.
Yeah.
That the facade has forever been broken to me.
Yeah.
And I think it broke probably when he had Trump on and pet him.
I mean, and I guess when you think about that, him having Gutfeld on shouldn't even be.
Yeah, in context, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. But you would just think that he would learn his lesson from stuff like this. It's like, if you want to remain a politically neutral show,
entertainer,
and have your Tonight Show be the show for everyone. I mean, sure, but there's just some. I mean, is he gonna have Kanye West on? Is he gonna have when does it end?
What is the threshold?
Yeah, at what point what's the breaking point? At what point do we go maybe just don't have that guy on? Gutfeld, we watch his show, like you said, for fun sometimes. It's a hate watch because it's just a really
so
bad
many
show.
papers for no reason.
So many, he doesn't read them. I'm
Yeah.
not even entirely sure he can read. And
He just freestyles the entire show.
the last thing I heard from Gutfeld because it's not like we watch this show on a nightly basis or anything.
We check in every once in a while.
Yeah, and the last thing that I saw was him on some panel talking about how black people took the N-word back.
Oh, I saw this one. Yeah.
Far right people should take their N-word back, being Nazi.
Yeah.
And like, I know it's supposed to be played for a joke, but it's like, what's the punchline? I don't really understand what does that mean?
Well, I mean, Nazis had the same, experience as black people in America.
Yeah.
And they are an underclass, and they deserve respect now.
And white people, all white people from all walks of life should take the word Nazi back and go around saying, "What up, my Nazi?" That's what he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, he's on Fallon's show, and they're having this lighthearted, toss-about interview about basically nothing.
Sure.
And Fallon, that dumb fucking face, just no, man, no, dude, no way, dude. No, fucking idiot. He's an idiot. And like, honestly, It leaks into the people that appear. I know that an appearance on the Tonight Show is still, even though like it's not what it used to be in the heyday.
Late night shows are dead.
Yeah, it's still high profile to like perform on there and whatnot, right? Even though Colbert was beating him and they canceled Colbert's show, which doesn't even make any sense, but it's still a high profile thing to do.
Sure.
But I just can't help. Ugh, that chug is still getting to me.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I just can't help but feel a little disappointment in the Roots, too, for continuing to be his house band.
I didn't even think of that.
They just sat there while Gutfeld was on the show and just had to do their trademark while one of them makes like a fucking, Jim
Thanks,
Halpert
my Nazi.
thing. Yeah, I mean, exactly. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
That's rough.
So
rough scene.
There's not much to even really take away from any of this.
Well, I do want to back you up for a second. And you said, how didn't he learn his lesson by having Trump on first? Mm-hmm. I think the lesson was learned. I think the lesson was if he has popular conservatives on, his ratings go up. And that's what happened.
Ooh, yeah.
So, the lesson to be learned here for Jimmy Fallon is do this more.
Yeah.
Like it worked.
He has to, what I would love to know, what is Jimmy Fallon's end goal as a talk show host? What does he want to do? Does he
money?
That's what it feels like.
Well, he's on all those mobile game ads.
Oh, dude, those, don't even get me started on those fucking things. Just disgusting. Even, all the people who agreed to market.
What are you doing, Jason Momoa?
LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what do you guys don't have enough money? You don't have enough?
Yeah.
And people, they wonder why it shouldn't be lost on these people, the LeBron James of the world, the Jimmy Fallons of the world. The idea that we're like, eat the rich and there's no ethical billionaires, and that we're like sick and tired of seeing shit like this. Like, they're always shocked when these kinds of conversations come up. I earned my money. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
By starring in a mobile app commercial.
Sure.
Of a game you 1000% don't play and don't think about any of the ethics of it at all.
Not my wealth. Anything but my wealth.
It's just like, you can't be shocked by this. And Jimmy Fallon, he seems so desperately to want to be liked, and yet does the most unlikable things week in and week out.
Yeah.
It's shocking to me.
Well, I don't know if there is a corrective path for Jimmy Fallon at this point, at least for
no
for us, at least.
No.
I do think that, I guess for him, he's making the right moves because obviously the proof's in the pudding here. He made numbers on this appearance.
Yeah.
With Gutfeld. But
shouldn't do that if I'm going to be mad about it.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It continues to be disappointing that this is what I guess mainstream audiences are yearning for, at least in the late night sphere. But then I say that, but then I can counter myself by saying, who watches late night shows anymore?
Right.
And
right.
It's
and this bump in Fallon's viewership is not this magical, like, see, people just want everyone to come together.
But that's the optics of it. And that's what people are going to point to and be like, well, maybe there's more conservatives out there than you think. It's a silent majority.
But even if that's the case, like I don't. Conservatism is different than what Gutfeld does,
sure.
and who Gutfeld is.
Well, and there is a very clear distinction between conservative people and Republicans and MAGA,
right?
And I feel like that should be clear at this point.
Yeah.
By this point, it's been multiple years of the MAGA movement infiltrating the right and conservatives and the Republican Party, but they are not the same. I am old enough to remember when there was a Republican Party and not just the MAGA Party.
Right. So those people, I just don't think that you should be like glad handing with far right, entertainers of Gutfeld's ilk.
Yeah. Well, they didn't change. We changed.
Right.
We went further left. They stayed the same. Now they're extremists. When really, we're the extremists.
It's us. It's us. Yeah.
Don't like civilians being murdered en masse.
Yeah.
That's really
strange.
extreme.
That's a super extreme thought.
Weird.
Radical.
Weird hill to die on. Weird hill to die on.
So yeah.
Everglades concentration camps. Weird.
There's not much to really take away from this except for like Gutfeld sucks, obviously, and Jimmy Fallon just proves every day why he sucks.
Further and further from God's light with every passing day.
I just want to superimpose him laughing as we get away from this topic, but just like in the background, like fading.
Do it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Got it out of our system.
Yeah, I just needed to. I saw it, and I just was like, I immediately added it to the Discord, and I was like, I need to get this out.
Yeah,
I need to just talk about that spineless weasel that is Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, it's like the cardio you gotta do before the workout that you don't ever really want to do. But you gotta get out of the way.
You gotta get it. I got my heart rate up now.
We're good.
The blood's pumping.
We're good.
Let's get into some other stuff.
Let's pump.
Let's
get some pumps.
I'm going to pump you up.
Feel good?
Now we can talk about AI downsizing.
AI downside, the death of AI.
The death of AI. Is it though?
No,
is it?
It's not.
No,
it's not. I saw this on social media, and it got my hopes up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but the headline essentially is that Mark Zuckerberg has shaken up Meta yet again, specifically within the AI division of Meta.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like there's been a major cutback on personnel for their AI team. And there's been speculation based off of that because Meta obviously is one of the biggest names in social media and that entire sphere that is trying to take over the world bit by bit. This is heralding the inevitable burst of the bubble that AI naysayers such as myself have been calling for a very long time.
Mm.
Now, I don't think that's necessarily what's going to happen based off of this.
Yeah.
What I think is this is more so a heralding of the fact that Meta is starting to bow out of the AI battle.
Yeah.
And is now ceding it to specifically China, who has made their AI platforms open source, meaning people can access it more readily and easily and widely than a lot of the U.S. counterparts. So thinking about it strategically, I think this is more of a sign that we are getting to a place where AI is going to be consolidated, which is, I think, an even worse thing because once it's consolidated into like one or two platforms, it will only get stronger.
Yeah.
Much more fast.
Yeah.
Because all the resources will be pumped into it. And I mean, who knows? Maybe I think this is sort of the case already, but there may be an actual like AI technologic war between the East and the West, and seeing who can develop these things faster and make them more readily available. And if it really does become something that blatant, China's going to win because they already have a head start with this stuff.
Yeah.
So all that to say, I'm sorry to burst people's bubble with this news that Meta is downsizing AI, but I don't think this is the bubble bursting. I think this is just the natural evolution of where AI is going, and I think Meta is starting to read the writing on the wall and say, maybe not for us, but we will back whoever wins in the end. You know?
Well, and for anybody who thought that this was anything of the sort of, you know, maybe it's over finally, dude. Spotify is in hot water now because of the hundreds, potentially thousands of AI bands that are on their platform.
Yeah.
Think about the world that these companies want us to live in. Spotify wants you to pay $30 a month to listen to bands that don't exist, that they themselves have created, put on their own platform, and then juice the numbers so that you believe that they're real. And even if you don't believe that they're real, even if you just come to acknowledge the fact that like it's an AI band and you don't care anymore, what does that say about you? Think about the world. Why would you even need AI music? You could live 8 lifetimes and would not be able to listen to all of the music that exists currently from real human beings. Why would you even need to listen to AI music? Anybody, I can understand being tricked by it.
Sure.
Because I'm bringing this up because I got tricked by an AI song.
Really?
I did. And it was this song that's been going viral on TikTok. It's that Brazilian song that I thought was really funny. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Let's see if I can find.
There's a bunch of TikToks of like
I found one.
Brazilian moms listening to it and being like, "What?
Oh my god! What? I can't believe it." And we won't get flagged because this isn't a real song.
It sounds like city pop.
Yeah, that's probably why I got tricked so easily because
Yeah.
I was like, I like this groove.
Yeah,
it's nice, and the guy singing is so. I'll tell you a little. I did a little bit of research because I started seeing some of the comments of being like, you know, hearing the song and then it's like the dancing emoji, and then learning the lyrics and it's still the dancing emoji because they're like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Then the third line is like learning that it's AI, and then it's like a sad face, and I was like, oh no. So I did some research.
Yeah.
The song itself was written by some young Brazilian guy in like 2015 or something like that. Then someone else took that song and ran it through an AI song generator.
Yeah.
And said, essentially, turn it into like a neo-disco song. And then that's what's going viral right now. People are starting to point it out in the comments. And the people who are defending it, which, first of all, you really need to take a long, hard look in the mirror if you're defending this. But what they're saying is it's not an AI generated song. It's like AI manipulated. And they keep saying like an actual guy wrote the song, but the groove and all that stuff, like the fact that it sounds like a song from the 70s, that's the AI part. And I'm like, listen to yourself.
Yeah.
But that's what's actually happening. This AI downsizing thing it's basically a non-starter.
Yeah.
What's actually happening is people are not only starting to accept AI as a thing in their pop culture, but they're starting to like weasel their way around things like this and being like, well, it's not like AI. And it's like, just what is wrong with you?
It is not interpolation. Like, it's not sampling. It is.
It's not real.
It is AI as AI has always been, which is taking from actual artists and making something fake out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, because for me, I should explain, I guess, ethically where I stand on AI is that it's dubious because it specifically steals from actual artists. That's my biggest beef with it.
Yeah.
If it just organically, it was actually artificial intelligence, like actually thinking for itself, and not just stealing things from every source it has available to it, then I'd say fine. This computer's kind of groovy. But it's not doing that. It is actively taking actual sounds and grooves and chords and instruments and vocals and voice patterns from actual people who lived or currently live and aren't getting a dime from them stealing their material.
Right.
That's my biggest problem with it.
Right.
So wrap your mind around, oh, well, the lyrics are written by a real guy or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's still stolen material that it's taking and reconfiguring in a way that not only doesn't give credit to the people who actually made the music it's sampling from, or not even sampling, stealing from, it is not giving them any money either. So
if you consider yourself a humanist in any way, shape, or form, this stuff should really bother you. And that's what gets me, is like, when it comes to AI in art, like artificial intelligence as it stands, which is not even really artificial intelligence right now, but we call it that for sake of argument. The stuff that it's used, the way that it's used in other ways, like if you have the Apple Intelligence turned on your iPhone, and it's like you have an email, really long email, and you ask AI to summarize it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's lazy, and that's, I think, going to turn your brain into mush.
Sure.
But it's not ethically or morally wrong.
I don't find that objectionable.
Yeah, I'm not offended by that.
My ethical standards, but
it's like, sure, if you personally want to use AI in that way, then fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do think I think it's insane to want to do stuff like that. I think normal people who don't think too critically about things like this are using ChatGPT a lot now as a substitute for Google. I hear it all the time when somebody's like innocuously saying, yeah, I ChatGPT'd it and this is what it said. And it's like, why did you do that?
There's a growing contingent of people who do that.
They just,
there have been studies that
the ChatGPT thing is the first one that has become like very quickly normalized.
Yeah.
And it's now become one of the things in our lexicon. I Googled it. I ChatGPT'd it.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to art itself, I think, and I've said this before, even on this show, the beautiful thing about art is that a person made it. It came from somebody.
Yeah.
Now, if that person stole from another person, you could say, hey, man, this art is derivative, and I know exactly where you got this from.
Sure.
You didn't think outside the box on this at all. If you're influenced by somebody, you can be like, I see where you derive influence from. I
Sure.
can see that I see the painters that you like, or I see the artists, the musicians that you're into. I can hear it in your. But you've created
Tarantino,
this, like, right.
Tarantino.
or if you are smart enough, lucky enough, and you can catch lightning in a bottle, and you actually create something that is wholly original, which in 2025 is damn near impossible. We call you a genius.
Sure.
Right? And all of that goes into like what it means to make art. And when you just let AI do it for you, it's like it just takes away everything that's supposed to mean. So that's the stuff that like when you get tricked by an AI song, like you should be angry about it.
Yeah.
And you should feel bad.
It feels like manipulation.
Yeah, this shouldn't be like a fun thing. Like that song, the lyrics themselves. Do you know about this song?
I've heard about it. I don't know the exact lyrics, but I know it's very dirty.
It's a song describing a gangbang, basically.
Okay.
And so like the groove is really like fun and funky,
yeah.
and you're like, and then that's why they get all their Brazilian moms to react to it.
Sure.
Because it's very, very like pointed. I think one of the lyrics basically translates to like pussy bandits. Or like
okay.
we're taking the pussy.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So it's like it's really
threatening.
It's like it's a hard song.
That reminds me of the AI song that's like a country song, but it's also very gay.
Yeah.
Explicitly gay. That's a fun one. I enjoy that one because it's clearly AI.
Well, and if you're using it for like, I mean, outside the idea of like you probably shouldn't be using it for stuff like that because it's destroying the earth. But if you are, and it's
you
funny,
just melted a rainforest.
Yeah, for your little bit,
for your little joke.
Yeah, it's a good thing you got those Garfield pictures though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Garfield. Yeah, man, you got them Gutfeld pictures. Garfield. Oh, Garfield and Gutfeld mixed together.
Don't AI that. Don't AI that. Please don't AI that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to be talking about AI for years to come, I think.
For the rest of our lives.
Yeah. And it's
sure.
It's just going to get worse and worse. But
yeah.
It's something that I've like basically kind of come to accept.
You have to. You have to. It's not going away.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell that story. Never mind.
Okay,
that's
great.
Great. I was gonna call some people out.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's move forward. Let's
just move on. Let's
move forward.
Let's move
Got
on.
plenty more to talk about.
Yeah.
Where to next?
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's just talk. Let's talk the UFC and the WWE.
Okay.
Let's get into that.
Sure.
Let's get into that. Because this is, I mean, we've really talked about the UFC and the WWE. I shouldn't say ad nauseum, but it's a big topic for us.
It's a little nauseum at this point.
A little nauseum.
Yeah.
A little nauseum. Just because of the moves that they've been making and what they've been doing and what it means to watch these shows in 2025. So, two big moves from the UFC and WWE, which both are owned by the TKO group.
Correct.
So this is just billions and billions of dollars being funneled into this collective.
Specifically, a 7-year deal at $7.7 billion.
That's the Paramount deal,
Paramount.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, for Paramount and the UFC.
So essentially, the UFC has found its home in like a network. Which is a big deal.
And more than that, but a streaming network.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
With Paramount Plus.
This is a company that couldn't even survive on Spike TV for a while.
Oh God.
You know? Like the UFC has
You're old.
There's we need that as a soundbite. Mm-hmm. You're old. We've been watching for years, and the UFC has been. Let's set aside. Let's compartmentalize for a second.
Okay.
All the Trump stuff and all the Dana stuff and all that.
Sure.
UFC, mixed martial arts as a sport, has come a really, really long way.
Yes.
And as fans of mixed martial arts, it is fun and interesting to see them strike such a crazy deal.
Sure.
And if I didn't have to compartmentalize all that other stuff, this would be a monumentous occasion.
Yeah, if Dana White wasn't an absolute scumbag.
Right.
Yeah, a wife-beating scumbag.
Right.
Yeah.
As such that he is, you can't remove that from this deal.
Now, I will say he has framed this obviously as a positive.
Yeah.
But also he's said, I think pretty blatantly, that this will allow them to pay their fighters better and that this is a more lucrative deal for the company that will trickle down to the rest of the company, everyone involved.
And I will say, if that is the case, I don't believe Dana White.
No, I don't either.
I think he's lying.
Yeah.
I think he is a liar. Yes. And I think that we will find out very quickly that he's not being truthful about this. But let's say that he is. Sure, man. All right. That's good. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say about that. Like, that's good. Because my whole thing with this, other than like what it, how this like kind of falls down on the consumer, because I have Paramount Plus. I don't know why, but
you might be the only one.
That's why I'm like, where do they get $6-7 billion?
My brother specifically got Paramount Plus for two things, and that was because he was, and I'm so proud of him for doing this. Going back and rewatching all the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, there you go.
Because he hadn't been up to date, and I was like, oh boy,
nice,
strap in.
Yeah.
And also because he really liked Yellowstone.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, that's worth it. So he already has it, which is great for him. I, however, do not have it. But the fact that it is getting rid of the pay-per-views may make it somewhat alluring to someone like me who, doesn't want to pay per views, but wants to stay up to date with, one of my favorite sports.
The pay-per-view model is dead.
Yeah, yeah.
And the UFC they held on for far too long.
Sure.
And I think that this deal kind of signifies the fact that they have now accepted that the pay-per-view model is dead, and you can no longer charge people $80 a month to watch one event that could potentially suck.
Or charge people for essentially entry and then charge them again for the event itself.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the ESPN Plus thing?
Insane.
Yeah, crazy.
That was always like, that never made sense to me.
No.
Never.
No. And even they had a hard time explaining it when
like
it first
justifying
happened.
that.
I remember when they first made the deal, they had to on multiple occasions like explain it to people.
No. You have to pay for the subscription, and then you got to pay for the pay per view that you want to watch.
What am I paying for then? Well, you're paying for ESPN Plus. Yeah, because I want to watch the UFC. No. You get to watch The Ultimate Fighter, and you get to watch the Fight Night cards that we're going to put on at the Apex.
Yeah,
cool. Okay, but what about the no. Hush now.
You're
going to still pay $80.
Yeah,
but you, as a paying ESPN Plus customer, don't have to pay for the entry fee of watching it on ESPN Plus.
Isn't that great? You're welcome. Yeah.
So
this makes a lot more sense, and I think it is a far lower barrier for entry. And honestly, I'm a little shocked that they did it.
Same.
I think
that's why I don't believe that this is going to trickle down to the fighters. I just don't see it.
Well, they had to have crunched the numbers and realized that the amount of people they lost in that model they had with the ESPN Plus subscription plus paying for every pay-per-view, it did not surpass the amount of views they would get and money they would get from doing this current deal.
Yeah.
So, I trust they're doing what is best for their interests.
Yeah.
Do I think that's going to trickle down? We'll see. I hope. I hope. But I do think it is a far more appealing deal for watchers and consumers of UFC.
They must have been losing so much money, though.
They absolutely were. And it's not really a secret. There have been tons of reports out that UFC has been essentially bleeding out as far as viewership goes and excitement for their cards. And I think there's a lot of factors involved, some of which we've already talked about, where it's the politicization of the entire sport, but also the fact that superstars are few and far between nowadays for the UFC. So it's not one thing, but it's a lot of things. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
So,
unless was going to get into the political ramifications of it, but just the idea that, like, I mean, to touch on what you were saying about how, like, stars are few and far between.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't kiss the ring, well, you can kiss your fucking career goodbye, essentially. Well, like, when's the last time you saw a fighter rebel against, like, the system of UFC? Even the guys who started to, they're like, well, I mean, you know, it's not so bad.
I like to stay out of it.
I just don't want to.
Yeah. At most, you can be apathetic to the political ramifications of being in the UFC.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the power you have when you're the biggest name in the game, in the sport. So
yeah, I mean, it's only a matter of time before they buy up pretty much everybody. I mean, do they own Bellator? They don't own Bellator, right?
I think. Does ESPN own Bellator?
No.
Who owns Bellator?
Yeah, look that up.
I'll look it up.
While you're looking
I'll pull that up.
Pull that up, Jamie. While you're pulling that up, ironically, the sport that seemed to kind of launchpad this model is now kind of going in a different direction.
Yeah.
The WWE...
Bellator is owned by PFL.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you think it'd be the other way around?
Right. Following their acquisition of the promotion from Paramount Global. So Paramount Global owned Bellator originally, and PFL bought them out.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, there you go. I don't know where the fuck PFL is getting all this money. I mean, they gave Ngannou like crazy. They're giving all those guys out there.
They must have a really good investor.
Yeah.
Or investors.
That's that Saudi money.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, well, speaking of Saudi money, WWE.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They started this model, I think, when it comes to sports. There was nobody else who was like the WWE network, first and foremost, which, rest in peace, man, we did not know how good we had it, dude. We did not know how good we had it.
Yeah.
$9.99, that's what they used to do. Yeah. Go out there and cut a promo and talk about watching on the WWE network for $9.99, and then King's stupid ass $9.99. Michael Cole, that's right, $9.99. And now, fast forward to today, and their PLEs, premium live events, there's no longer pay-per-views, have been acquired by ESPN. So I think WWE went from, they had their own network. Then, there was a step between the network and then being on
Peacock?
Peacock, thank you. And then you go to Peacock. Oh, Netflix. They did the Netflix deal. So they have the Netflix deal going and the Peacock deal.
Which Raw's on.
Raw's on Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's like their home base for their weekly TV show.
Right.
And then on Peacock had all the PLEs, right? Premium live events, as well as the stash of all of the previous
old
ones.
Events, yeah.
And
one of the main reasons why I still have Peacock, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then you go to, and now they're going to, I can't even really keep up with all this shit. Now they're going to ESPN. ESPN will be the home of their premium live events going forward.
Yes.
There hasn't been, as far as I understand, any news on what's going to happen with all the old PLEs. I can only assume that they're going to put them on ESPN. Like, all that programming is going to go on there now.
Yeah. So I can read you this excerpt from The Hollywood Reporter.
Okay.
On this specific acquisition as of August 20th, 2025. ESPN wants to absolutely own the news cycle tomorrow when it and Fox launch their semi-competing, semi-collaborative news streaming apps. To that end, ESPN is moving up its rights takeover date for WWE's premium live events, PLEs, as you said, from 2026 to 1 month from today. So that's a pretty big move.
That's huge.
September 20th, 2025, beginning with a whole new PLE, WrestlePalooza.
Terrible.
WWE personnel currently are in Indianapolis, the site of the first ever WrestlePalooza, to announce the news on Thursday, the same day the new ESPN direct-to-consumer app launches. So there is a new app launching for ESPN.
Okay.
Peacock, which had to give the okay for this to happen, will live stream its last WWE PLE, ESPN, that's so many. Jeez. ESPN will not buy out Peacock's remaining rights, the Hollywood Reporter has learned. Instead, the arrangement for WWE's PLEs to exit Peacock was broken between WWE and Peacock, and then brought to ESPN, which is owned by Disney, of course. The feeling was that, though splitting its top 2 PLEs, WrestleMania and SummerSlam, into 2 right spaces apiece, WWE actually fulfilled its Peacock PLE tally early. A person with knowledge of the deal told THR. WWE and Peacock have worked out a deal to include new main roster WWE programming to stream on their NBC Universal digital platform. Details of that programming are expected to be announced soon. So it sounds like Peacock will continue to own some of that content.
I can't do it.
It's split up now. It's split
I
up
can't do
now.
it.
Yeah.
So WWE wants me to get a Peacock subscription,
Correct.
and pay $30 a month for this new ESPN app,
Correct.
and have Netflix to watch the weekly show.
Correct. So they are dividing and conquering.
Who the fuck do they think they are?
We are the people being conquered.
That's crazy. I mean, you have a couple.
Well, if you want to see it all, you gotta,
I don't
want to
see
buddy.
anything that much.
Yeah.
Especially wrestling. It was hard enough to watch weekly when everything was in one place. When you could just watch, you could watch Raw on the USA Network.
Yeah.
SmackDown was all over the place. It was on Fox and it was on UPN and all.
Who was on WCW on TNT?
Yeah, WCW was on TNT.
And did TBS have somebody? TBS.
Well, TNT and TBS are owned by Turner.
So
yeah.
Okay, yeah. That
TBS
makes sense.
has.
Yeah.
I think there was stuff on TBS, but
RIP TNT.
Yeah. Now it's just TBS. There's no.
It's
TNT,
just TBS.
right?
Just TBS.
Weird.
Is UPN gone too? I think UPN's gone. Yeah,
UPN's gone. It's not. It was the WC or WB. WC.
In the WB.
WC. It was the W. Now it's the CW.
CW. Yeah.
That was UPN.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man. Yeah. So I just don't know, where do they get off thinking? I mean, I know for like. I don't even know who this is for, because if I was a dad,
for them, it's for them.
Yeah, right. It's
for the companies. Yes.
Because if I was a dad and my kid was into wrestling, which if I ever become a dad, my kid will probably be into wrestling. He's going to want a Netflix subscription, a Peacock subscription, an ESPN Plus subscription, or whatever this new direct to consumer. The fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
When was ESPN not direct to consumer? Is it because you had to have a TV subscription to watch ESPN? But then what was ESPN Plus? Because that was the direct to consumer.
That's direct to consumer, yeah.
But ESPN Plus, they didn't put all the content on there. Why? Because they wanted you to have a TV subscription so that you could watch ESPN proper.
It was all part of the deal.
Not you guys did this.
Yes.
Don't make it seem like now you're helping us out.
Well, let me tell you. I think I see through the veil here, okay?
Please enlighten me.
I too am flabbergasted, but at the same time I see how this could possibly work in their own minds, and by their minds I mean the owners of all this content. It's the knowledge that most people are subscribed to multiple streaming services in the year of our Lord 2025,
which is true.
So they are saying they're already subscribed to at least one of the 3 that we're asking them to subscribe to.
Yeah,
I would say a good amount of those people are subscribed to 2, and some are already subscribed to all 3.
Yeah.
So I think the strategy here is like, okay, if you're subscribed to 1, you can probably stretch to do another one. If you're subscribed to 2, why not do the 3rd one as well? Because then you get the entire thing, right?
Right.
So that's probably their thinking, is like, it's just a little more, and that's how they always get you.
Yeah. It's just a little more. Just a couple dollars more, and you can have it all.
For $10 extra a month, you could get the world.
But what is this new direct-to-consumer ESPN thing?
I don't know. They seem to not really explain that very much. I don't know how that will differ from the current ESPN app.
Nobody has explained what this is in detail.
Well, I found a new Hollywood Reporter article on the ESPN app.
Was that written today? That was written today.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so here's the headline and subhead. ESPN believes a new app will save the company. Subhead. The launch of an ambitious streaming platform, complete with AI features, looks to shift how we interact with sports. Can it really change the game?
Oh, fuck you, ESPN.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Disney.
Okay, the quote from, let's see, Mike Greenberg is, quote, "Can we have one version of a personalized sports center where the Jets win the Super Bowl?" he asked. "I've never seen it happen. Maybe AI can make that impossible come true."
What the fuck does that mean? Wait, say that again. Please say that sentence again.
I'm gonna add the preceding paragraph here. Okay. The ESPN personality Mike Greenberg was feeling the excitement. Standing at a downtown Manhattan studio on Tuesday, one of the most famous members of the masochistic cult known as the New York Jets fandom, thank you very much, had just been told by the network's top tech execs about a personalized AI version of ESPN's flagship show. Quote, "Can we have one version of a personalized sports center where the Jets win the Super Bowl?" he asked. "I've never seen it happen. Maybe AI can make that impossible come true." So he doesn't know what he's talking about.
What does that mean?
That is completely...
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
That's a non sequitur, essentially.
How does that sell this app?
I think that's him saying what we've been saying in this episode so far, which is we don't know what that means. Like... Obviously, it's not going to be that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that.
Yeah.
They're not going to lie about the sports results.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Should be fucking crazy.
So technology has arrived, as it so often does lately, to save the day. Maybe. On Thursday, an ambitious new ESPN streaming app will take flight, but carefully, so as not to unravel the still formidable revenue that comes from everything outside of it. When it launches, the $29.99 per month service will offer access to all 47,000 of the network's annual live events, all its studio shows, and its 30 for 30 and other library content. Pretty much anything ESPN has aired or ever will air.
That's tough. That sounds pretty good.
In the brief history of phone applications, perhaps no product has ever given us that much professional video in our pockets.
That's tough because oof, that sounds pretty good. $30 a month though. Oh no, Adam, they got me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and of course they have add-ons. It says here there's a $39.99 bundle add-on for Fox One, and another bundle with the NFL Network that includes Red Zone.
Oh yeah, because ESPN that includes Red Zone.
Yeah. It doesn't say how much that bundle costs, though.
Well, so the other thing is, like, back in the day, they did this whole thing where Red Zone was like, here you can buy it mobile, or you can buy it
TV,
but you can't have
both.
And I'm like, why would you do this?
Yeah, because they want
money. On accident, I bought the mobile version, thinking I bought it on my phone.
I assume they don't let you cast it.
No, they block it. They figured out how.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
That's such bullshit.
Oh, it made me so mad. So I had to just sit there and watch it on my little screen.
Oh God.
And I was like, well, this is fucking useless.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You should at least be able to like transition your subscription to the other version.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let you screen mirror.
Sucks.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I don't know how they figured out how to block stuff like that, but that's crazy.
Oh, they know. But yeah,
well, all right. So
that's the deets on the new ESPN.
Okay,
app.
so $30 a month gets you. Okay, so if you are a wrestling fan and just a wrestling fan, I could see how this is like. Well, now I have to spend. I was spending $8 a month on Peacock or whatever it was, and now I have to spend $30 a month to watch the PLEs. And I can see from that perspective how you could think that this fucking sucks. It's a bad transition if you're exclusively a wrestling fan.
Right.
If you're a sports fan, it's actually a pretty good deal.
What's up, sports fans?
Yeah. If you are just a person who likes to keep up with sports in general, it's actually not that bad of a deal.
I can guarantee you, and this is based off no data to back it up, but most WWE fans are fans of other sports.
I'd argue that they're not.
Really? Yeah. I would think they would at least like one out of the hundreds of other sports that are available.
No.
Really?
No, dude. From personal experience of talking to other wrestling fans, like big wrestling fans.
Sure.
You know, there's obviously like
marks.
The marks, exactly. You can talk to like a casual, and they're like, "Yeah, I mean, I keep up. I watched it when I was a kid. It's still fun. I have Peacock already, so I'll watch SummerSlam or whatever. It's not a big deal."
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
That's exactly how I see it.
Then there's other people
who are just in it for the sports entertainment,
and it's their life.
Yeah,
they're on the dirt sheets.
Sure.
They're they follow all of the wrestlers on social media. Like, this is their pop culture.
Got it. Okay.
Those people don't give a shit about sports as a thing. They don't watch basketball. They kind of watch football a little bit. They may watch some MMA because it kind of goes hand in hand.
There's been crossover.
But no, like, they're generally not sports fans.
Okay. So I retract my remark.
And that's why they're all so pissed about it, because they heard $30 a month. And even if ESPN is like, listen, you're getting 50,000 live events a year.
But you're only watching a fraction of that if you're only into WWE.
A fraction of a fraction. If you're not checking out their 30 for 30s, you're not watching their programming like all day.
Yeah.
And you only tune in once a month to watch a PLE, you're essentially buying the pay-per-view. Yeah. That's, you're getting pay-per-view for like half the price, basically. So you're getting a good deal on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I'm with you, though. I feel like the pricing and the value within this new app makes sense.
I mean, this is the first time that I've ever seen a streaming service come out and it's like, on launch, look at all the shit you're getting. Because every other, like Netflix, historically, was like when
terrible.
It first came out. Yeah, it was fucking. We would watch, Troll 2 and like that like Insane Clown Posse movies and like bad
the Western the Western Insane Clown Posse movie.
Bad, like that's what Netflix was for.
Yeah, it's good bad movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, occasionally you get one that you actually want to watch.
And like, it was never shit, they put like a good movie on here? No way.
It was never what you were looking for.
Yeah. And now, fast forward to present day, and even when you go on like Paramount or Peacock, or it's like, it's always this hodgepodge of, classic movies you've seen a million times, some like original programming they have on there, and then sometimes you like stumble on like oh shit, like this is a really good movie that they have on here. Yeah. So no streaming service has launched, or at least theoretically, because it hasn't launched yet. We'll see how it actually launches. It's probably going to be broken as fuck when it comes out. But no streaming service, I think, in the history, like the Hollywood Reporter was reporting, there was never been something to launch like with this much content. Well, so it is interesting to see where they go with this. Because I hate to be the guy who like defends $1 billion corporation,
sure.
But like,
hey, a deal's a deal.
It sounds like a pretty good deal, man.
Yeah, you can. I mean, we're
hey, you have to live in these systems. You have to combat these systems from the inside out. Okay, I still like sports. What am I supposed to do? Not watch sports because I'm anti-capitalist? I know what you're saying. Shut up.
It's tough. It's tough as someone who enjoys sports because they are inherently harder to get around the systems because they're live events.
Yeah.
So that makes it tough. And I will say, thinking back to the topics we were talking about before, about AI specifically, the word I was looking for, which is cynical. I look at these systems cynically.
Yes.
So I look at meta downsizing cynically, and I try to see how this is not a herald of good things to come. I also look at this cynically, unfortunately, and I see it as they know better than we do how the market is shifting, and they know that people are struggling and are going to continue to struggle and have to make hard decisions about what entertainment they keep and which ones they let go. And it's become a meme online, but I think for good reason, but recession indicator. Like I think this is clear. Whenever you see a deal that seems too good to be true, either there's a catch or they know that the economy is tanking.
Yeah.
And that's not good news either way.
Yeah.
So excuse me if I look at this and am a bit apprehensive and cynical about how it's presenting.
Well, and there's no fucking shot it stays $30 a month.
Of course not.
In the next 2 years, it will be $50 a month.
And you know what? I wish, if that's the case, which I get a strong feeling it is, I wish they would at least say, for the first year, you get an early bird special. And we'll grandfather you in for the next 2 years if you subscribe now.
And, everybody's kind of made the joke about how we've kind of come full circle with this stuff, and you might as well just pay for Spectrum or DirecTV or whatever. And nothing indicates that more than this, right?
Sure.
$30 a month for ESPN's. Now, mind you, if you just had a TV subscription, if you just had Spectrum or something, you obviously wouldn't have full control and full access of all of that stuff, right?
Or but you also a bunch of on-demand stuff.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't. You would be able to just turn it on at a moment's notice and just be able to watch ESPN like the good old days.
Oh man,
like the good old days. And you also wouldn't have to couple that with 6 other subscriptions.
Yeah,
it was just TV. So I think this indicates more so than ever where we are. Because if you think about $30 a month for ESPN, $8 a month for Peacock, $16
with ads.
With ads,
right? It's more like 12 to 15 if you're doing ad free,
right? Netflix is. I don't even know where it's at now because I don't have Netflix, but I know it's not good.
No,
I know it's higher
than it's ever been.
I mean, let's just say you're a wrestling fan. Let's do the math. Let's do it. Let's do the math.
You do the math real quick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. All right. So we need Peacock, Netflix, and the ESPN. Okay. Okay. Peacock's price. I don't have this information offhand, so give me a second. Let's say you wanted to do okay. So they have Peacock streaming service has 2 main tiers, Premium and Premium Plus. How their bottom tier could be Premium is beyond me. I think we are losing the meaning of words, but okay. The Premium with ads costs $10.99 or $109 per year. Premium Plus, which is ad-free, costs $16.99 or $169.99 per year. A new lower price select tier is also being tested, featuring current NBC and Bravo shows and some library titles for $7.99 per month. Who would spend $8 a month to watch select NBC and Bravo shows? I don't even know. Who is that even for? They have 3 tiers.
Okay.
Technically, they have 2.5 because they're testing for this is for Peacock.
Okay.
Premium.
Yeah.
And then Premium Plus. How premium is the? Thank you.
Huh?
It doesn't make any sense. Premium with ads is $10.99. Premium with
ads. Do you hear yourself?
Exactly. Okay. So let's just say we do Premium Plus, which is ad free. Because I don't want to see no ads, okay?
Yeah.
It's $170 a month. $170 a month, okay? Let's say you got the ESPN for the year, which is $360. Okay. $30 a month from $360 plus $170 You're already at $530 a year to watch just Peacock and ESPN. Okay. And then what was the other one? Netflix. I don't know what Netflix is right now. Because they have their tiers now.
They do.
So standard plan is $7.99 a month. Standard with ads. Then standard $17.99. And then premium is $24.99. I'll go on the lower tier with Netflix, okay? And let's just say $18.
But isn't premium just like HD?
Yeah, premium is just higher resolution.
God,
yeah,
sucks.
Yep. So $18 a month for the years. $216 plus $530 is $746 a year. If you were a wrestling fan and you just want to keep up with your favorite thing. Yeah.
Rough.
And that's not even to say, let's say you're a UFC fan and a WWE fan. Now you got to do Paramount Plus.
You got to choose.
I guess. Yeah. Or just factor in the fact that you're going to spend $800 a year on just programming.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. That's where we are right now.
Great.
So.
Great.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's move on to fun stuff.
All right.
I think this is fun stuff. I think some Xbox people might not think this is fun stuff, but this is fun stuff for me.
Okay.
Halo. You know what? I'll let you take the reins since I don't know shit about shit. Asshole.
I was trying to see how you would handle this, but I'm glad you handled it.
That's how I'm gonna just push it off. Fuck you. You do it.
Okay, so Helldivers 2, which is a game, if you're not familiar, that was created by a PlayStation studio.
That is interesting.
Now has DLC that features Halo, which is one of the main brands that is associated with Xbox, skins and weapons and such now in this PlayStation, air quotes, PlayStation game. Now I use air quotes because Helldivers is launching on Xbox now. So the cross contamination is complete, essentially.
Yes.
You've got your Xbox in my PlayStation, and my PlayStation in your Xbox.
Your PlayStation and my Xbox.
So, a lot of people have seen this as two things. Okay, so first of all, the end of the so-called console wars, where people were, for some reason, getting really tribal about what systems they own and being really mean about it on the internet.
Which, by the way, the war was over like 5 years ago.
It's true.
Probably longer.
But, you got to let people come to an acceptance. But this is the first time on such a, I guess, such a, like, big scale that we've seen this kind of crossover between what people would consider, like, the two big names in gaming right now. Nintendo is its own thing, I feel. It's become synonymous with like hybrid mobile gaming with the Switch and Switch 2. So it's doing its own thing, as it kind of always has done. Nintendo's kind of gone by its own drum for a while. But between Xbox and PlayStation, there's always been a fierce rivalry since there was such a thing. And now it seems like they are fully playing together.
Yeah.
And that leads, the greater internet to say the console war is over.
Well, that's
it hurts me to say. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to not fighting this battle. I'm so sorry. But yeah, with this cross pollination between the two companies, added to it, the fact that recently, I think one of the heads of Sony mentioned that they are in the future looking less to focus on hardware and more so looking at software.
Yeah.
I think we're getting to that conclusion that people have been kind of forecasting for a long time within gaming, which is that eventually we're going to get to a place where it doesn't really matter what box you buy. It's just the games.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to... gaming is going to be this ubiquitous thing in the way that, I don't know, like owning a Blu-ray player was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, you get the thing, and of course there's like differences in the quality of the thing you buy and slight differences in, you know, the output of the resolution, whatnot, and differences in regions and whatnot and that kind of stuff. But by and large, most things will play on the thing you buy it on.
Right.
So what do you think of this? How do you feel about it? And do you think it's a good thing for gaming, or do you think it's sort of, I don't know, if it will, because, you know, people say that competition is the best thing for consumers because it leads to innovation. It leads to people lowering their prices and you know, kind of fights against monopolies and whatnot.
Sure.
How do you feel about this? Do you think it really is the end of the console wars as we know it, or is it another AI thing where it's not going anywhere and this is just a little too early to tell?
Well, like I said, I think the console wars have been over.
Me.
So I don't think the idea that this is some kind of like line in the sand or like white flag waving thing. I don't think that the war excuse me, continues because there are Xbox exclusive and PlayStation exclusive games. I do think, excuse me, what you said is true. Competition breeds innovation.
Yeah.
And I think we still need that. But I also think that it's been a long time since any real competitor has innovated in a way that was significant enough to move the needle on any of this.
Yeah. I do think in a weird way the competition has stagnated innovation. It sounds so counterintuitive, but hear me out. I think the fact that Xbox and PlayStation were doing things so similar to each other, they were so focused on trying to outcompete each other that they weren't thinking outside the box in the way that like Nintendo was.
Right.
And I think that if there wasn't that direct competition between the two, if there was maybe a third in there that, you know, was up to snuff with those two companies, we would have seen more innovation.
Right.
But because they no longer see Nintendo as competition because they are in their own lane so much. There really wasn't much of a push for like, okay, we're going to use these graphics cards, or we're going to make our console like AR and VR only, and we're going to really focus in on making those games really cool and, you know, building these killer apps and all this stuff. No, it was like they're doing the same thing at the same time, just to differing, like slightly differing degrees, and it all came down to the software. It all came down to the games that they had and the properties they had, and that was super negative in my opinion for the entire gaming world, because that led to Xbox trying to buy up as many studios as possible, PlayStation trying to buy up as many studios as possible, and then them realizing, wait a minute, we can't just make them make us the best thing ever if we just because we bought them. Like, they need to want to make something and like have a vision for it. But we bought them because we liked their last thing, and now we just own it because we want to invest in it.
Right. Well, they own it and then decimate it when the first thing that comes out doesn't work.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is like they direct what they make as their next game, and they're like, yeah, make it this online only, you know, put in all the currency you possibly can for it, get all the skins you can possibly get for it. Let's make it a thing where you get like a third of the game at launch and then wait for DLC later and get the premium pass and yada, yada, yada.
It can only come off as volatile to the consumer, you know? like, I don't know why these companies can't seem to wrap their heads around the fact that, like, when you do shit like that, we can only take that offensively as the consumer. Yeah. Because other companies have shown the way to do certain things and to be successful with it. Overwatch at launch, for instance, was a game that, like, which ironically didn't learn its own lessons. Sure. And now is suffering from the same fate. But in the beginning, it was you paid X amount of money. Well, you paid the retail price for the game,
right?
And then
you have the game,
and all the DLC that comes, all the new characters, all the new maps, all the game modes. Those are in the game, and you pay extra money for cosmetics. But those cosmetics were, number one, the only thing you had to pay for, and number two, they were so high quality.
Yeah.
That it made people want to pay for them. Yeah. I've paid for cosmetics in Overwatch, right? Same thing with, like, what Marvel Rivals is doing currently. They're doing the same thing. Each season, I mean, and then there's a myriad of problems that you can complain about with Rivals, but as a game, it's working the way it should.
Sure.
They're coming out with all of these cosmetics and stuff, these events, their seasons, like. And people are paying for them. Yep. And this game is doing really, really well. You have to at least pretend to be consumer friendly. And when you don't, people can see right through that. And that's like, going back to what you were saying, it's like the console war became these two giant companies just trying to outbid each other. And then the rest of us are just going like, can we, is there any way? Okay. Can you just make a good game? No good games? Okay, sure. Sorry. Good game? You're going to kill the studio? Okay,
cool.
All right.
Cool, thanks for buying it and then destroying it.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that.
So, I mean, like I said, the war's been over for years, and this kind of stuff now, to me...
War is over.
This is just the next step. I look at this, and I think this is dope.
Yeah,
I don't have any problem with this. I don't know how anybody could have a problem with this. I mean, I guess other than the fact that, like, it's an Xbox thing on PlayStation as opposed to the other way around.
Well, and people have had the issue with, you know, quote unquote PlayStation games from studios owned by PlayStation going on to Xbox. They've complained about that, like the super diehard PlayStation guys are all like, oh, why are you putting this game on Xbox? They don't deserve it. That's exactly
how they sound, by the way.
It is. I've heard them.
them.
But I feel like that's kind of, it's old hat. I mean, it has been for a long time, but, like, I feel like the vibe is shifting in a way that, because there is this cross-pollination, like I was saying before, you know, there's going to be the remake of Gears of War 1 on PlayStation now.
Yeah.
So, like, it's finally converging into a place where, like, people that only own PlayStations are now being exposed to the games they've probably wanted to play for a long time.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So I think it's a great thing.
I think the only thing now is you have to ask yourself, which machine do you want to buy? And maybe if they share games across their ecosystems.
Yeah.
Maybe that restarts the war in so much as now you really do have to innovate on your... Because if you're both playing Call of Duty, for instance, but this game has a higher resolution, has a higher frame rate, has, you know, all the bells and whistles that this other one doesn't have, then you kind of go back, it kind of circles back around to the start of the war, right? It's no longer going to be about, do I want to play Halo or do I want to play Uncharted?
Right.
It's going to be about, like, I can play Uncharted on both of these things. Which one is going to play better?
Right. And which do I care about more? You know, like, if I'm more of a Halo guy and Xbox says, you know, this is the place to play Halo, sure, it's going to be available on PlayStation and Switch too, but you'll get the best experience on Xbox, then maybe I'll be convinced to get an Xbox.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think instead of resolution, I this may happen just based on, like, the specs of the consoles themselves. But I think what's more likely is that they're going to say, like, if you buy the next Halo game that's available on all consoles on Xbox, you're going to get, you know, this free skin and this free DLC, or like this, you know, early access to the game. Those are the things I think they're going to put up as like exclusives for Xbox, or like an exclusive story pack that you won't get on other consoles. Those are the things I think that won't interrupt the dev cycle and make them easier to make the game without worrying about, like, well, we have to make, you know, the PlayStation version a little shittier.
Right,
you know, like,
right.
They're not going to do that. They want to sell as many games as possible if they're going to be sold everywhere. So I think it's going to be more of an exclusives game. I think it's going to be, you know, kind of what we saw with, like, games that were third party to begin with, like Soul Calibur. Remember back in the day, Soul Calibur 2 was like, you know, you get Link if you buy the game on Nintendo.
Dude, I loved it. It was like back in the day when you didn't know which version of like Pokemon to get.
Right.
And then you're like, should I get all of them? No. What if I trade with somebody who got the red version, I got the blue version, this guy got the yellow version?
Yeah.
Yeah, Soul Calibur was fun because, like, when they did the Star Wars pack and you could, like, who
Yoda.
would get Vader and Yoda. Yeah. That type of shit is fun to me.
Cool.
Also, hey, man, don't get too worked up about stuff like this.
Fine.
Like, you gotta, if you are old enough to remember the console wars,
you're too old.
You are too old.
Yeah.
You are way too old to be getting this worked up.
This is a fight
shit.
for the 13-year-olds.
Yeah. Now, if you're a kid and somebody has to tell you about the console wars, sure, you are not emotionally mature enough to deal with any of this. But if you are 30 plus, brother,
consider yourself retired.
It's over.
It's okay.
Guess what? You're too old. They wouldn't draft you in the console wars.
No.
You ain't got the thumbs, brother.
No.
It's over, dude. You're getting fucking mopped by these freakazoids on Call of Duty. It's not happening, man.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. This
Don't
is
concern
something
yourself.
You go get a job, brother. Go get a job.
Read a book.
You know what you need to do? You need to fill out a job application.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. You got a family to look out for.
Watch a documentary.
You got a daughter. You got a daughter, brother. That's who you... Console wars. She's got prom coming up.
Yeah.
You're playing video games? Grow up.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Grow up, dude.
Don't do it.
It's okay.
You should reserve the limo. How about that?
Yeah, that's what you should be worrying about. When's that limo coming? The boyfriend?
Is your wife happy?
Is your wife happy, dude?
Is your husband happy?
Did you make sure you get all the groceries? Did you fill out the list? Did you get everything on the list? Dude, if you forgot anything on that list, then you need to be worried about that, dude. Not the console wars.
If you had to call her when you're in the grocery store,
If you had to call her,
you already failed.
you already failed.
You should have known.
And then what are you going to do? You're going to come home and then you're going to sit at your computer and you're going to type on Twitter about a console war?
Elon Musk's Twitter.
You're going to get on X.com and talk about a console war?
It's pretty sad.
While your daughter's in the other room crying because you got the wrong dress? Brother? Think about it. Think about it. All right, let's move on to the cheers of the week.
Okay.
Okay. Obi, you want to start us off, my friend, with your cheers of the week?
Sure, why not?
Please hit me and the people.
So my cheers of the week goes to I'm making up for lost time, so I'm doing two cheerses technically. I'm sorry I did this. I didn't do that. My cheers of the week.
One of them.
I'll do them together. It's a combo pack.
All right.
Ari Aster's Eddington, which I saw,
Nice.
and Zach Kreger's Weapons, which I also saw.
Oh, you bitch. Motherfucker.
I mean, I guess as a whole, I can just call this cheers of the week to movies in general.
Yeah.
Recent movies. But I feel like as bad as things are in the world and in this country in general, they're still making bangers.
Yeah.
There's still bangers being made every day. And I'm just so happy because for a long time, I feel like as a movie nerd, I've lived in this cycle of feeling like the good times are over, and there's, of course, going to be a masterpiece that jumps out at you every once in a while, even in the worst of decades of movies. There's always at least a handful that pop out, or like, yeah, this is the stuff here. This is There Will Be Blood, But I feel like this year specifically, and last year, and hopefully the rest of this year at least, if not years to come, specifically in genre movie making, there's just been it's been a smorgasbord to enjoy. And specifically Eddington and Weapons, I feel like are two pretty divisive movies, but I for one, first of all, love them. Second of all, I love the fact that there are guys getting these and ladies, I don't want to,
wow.
people
wow.
Getting these movies funded that
thought we were past this,
are actively divisive and are trying for something and aren't just these crowd pleasers. Those still exist, obviously. We have our, DC and Marvel movies. But there is a very active, I don't even want to say subculture because it's a bit above that, but like there's a niche of these movies that are weird and have something to say and have a very pointed point of view of things and leave you asking questions and leave you thinking about stuff. And whether you love them or hate them, I'm just glad that people are making movies that make people think and feel something. And these are two movies that I feel go in that category. So check out Eddington, check out Weapons. Highly recommend.
All right. Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. My cheers of the week is going to Clipse. I don't see as much live music as I used to. So to get me out the house to go put up with a live show.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You seem to hint at the fact that it was very crowded.
Oh, man, buddy. It was. I'll say, okay.
I can tell from your tone it was uncomfortable.
I will give you the cons, and then I'll give you the pros.
Okay.
It was crowded.
Yeah.
It was too much. It was like it was shoulder to shoulder. We saw Clipse at the Vanguard, which is a local spot out here, and
they should have done at least like Hard Rock.
They could have done Hard Rock if they wanted to.
Easily.
Yeah, easily. I think this show, and when they posted about it on their Instagram, for instance, they captioned it. It was something to the effect of like, and this is supposed to be a B market, which Orlando is like a So it's not Miami, it's not Tampa,
not Atlanta.
It's Orlando. It's Central Florida, and that's why a lot of people pass over us is because we are a B market, quote unquote.
Sure.
And every time people come out here, every single show that I've gone to for a big artist, it's always the same song and dance.
Yeah.
Halfway through the set, they're like, yo, I didn't know it was like this.
It's kind of crazy, actually.
Can't believe there's so many people showed up. It's like, yeah, man, because we're starving for live music.
Also, Orlando is like huge.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you...
Population-wise, huge.
I don't really even understand the reputation of why are we a B market? Because of our location? That's the only thing I can think of, because it's not the amount of people.
I would think historically it's because they feel like there's so much distracting people here.
Yeah.
And also they may have this misunderstanding that it's just tourists and nobody lives here.
Yeah. And like, what venue do you perform at that's not the Kia Center, for instance? Like, if you're not an artist that's going to sell out an entire arena, if you're not doing an arena tour, you're doing like a theater tour.
House of Blues.
House of Blues, yeah.
Yeah, Plaza Live.
Which is what they should have done.
Yeah. What else is there? There's a couple others.
Yeah. There's some spots downtown. I mean, Vanguard's downtown, but there's other spots that they probably could have that were bigger. So I think that I don't know, maybe the person who booked the show, maybe they did it on purpose because they wanted it packed out.
I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure it was way cheaper to book them as opposed to House of Blues.
Yeah. And obviously the other con is
Hard Rock Live.
Hard Rock. Yeah, Hard Rock Live.
Yeah.
I mean, the drinks are like way too expensive nowadays. It's like every time you go, it's like, for real? I've spent $17.
$15 beer? You kidding me?
You kidding me right now?
Kidding me?
You kidding me right now?
Oh, mama.
But the show itself was live. It was amazing.
Yeah.
They put on an incredible show. It seemed like Malice's mic was either off or fucked up for like half of the show, and it didn't even matter because his people were like rapping his verses so loud that like it was such an interactive show.
Yeah.
Even though I can only see like a quarter of it from where I was standing.
Sure.
It was a great show, and it just, you know, you go to a show like that and because now I don't know. I've heard that because Freddie Gibbs is coming in October, and I've heard that Freddie Gibbs either will give you everything that he's got, or he shows up like drunk and high, and you get like a 45-minute set.
It's a coin flip.
Yeah, and so I'm only saying this because this is what I heard. I'm not trying to disparage the man. I'm just saying like that's what I've heard from people who have seen him.
Is he touring by himself or is he with Alchemist?
I don't know. I don't know because I know Alchemist is touring with Erykah Badu.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, he's busy then. He's not going to be with.
So I don't know. So that's the thing. Is he touring with both of them? Is he just like jet setting? I don't think so. That's crazy. That'd be a crazy thing to do. So it's a lot when you go to a show and it actually pops off the way that you wanted to pop off. You have a good time. Like no negatives as far as like the show itself. A lot of positive energy. Everybody left and was just like, yo, that was crazy. We got to see them. They put on an insane show. Yeah. And I also think that it says a lot about the market of hip-hop where Drake fans, younger fans will call you an unk for listening to people like Clipse.
To be fair, we are unk.
We are unk.
Yeah.
And we are washed.
Yes.
But still, I think that they are showing that you can make a certain kind of music that speaks to a certain audience enough that you can still be successful. Yeah. 100,000 units sold in the first week with a tour that's going really well and an album that has been critically acclaimed across the board. Yeah. I mean, this has been a successful year for
actual
Clipse.
Vinyl record sales, merch sales with the collaboration with the artists.
Yeah. Well, Cause does he does the
cover.
Official cover, and then another guy they got to do the alternate cover,
which I like a little more.
I do like the other one a little more.
I like the alternate cover a little more.
Me too. Yeah. Cause is hit or miss for me. Sure. I like some of the stuff he does, and then some of it I'm just like, it's a little boring.
You kind of get Cause for the name.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think Clip's first two albums, Hell Hath and Lord Willin', those covers were great. Till the Casket Drops, not a good cover. I'm sorry, it's just not a good cover. And it was also made by Cause. And then this most recent one is okay. It's better, but it's not.
Fine.
It's okay.
Fine. It helps that the album itself is really good. So.
Yes, and the album itself is really good. The album itself is still, right now, probably my album of the year. Yeah. I'm still waiting.
Don't spoil it.
I'm just saying. I can't. Nothing has come out so far that has moved it off the perch yet.
It's been a pretty good year.
It's been a good year.
It's been a pretty good year.
It's been a good year.
A very good year.
A lot of good stuff. Rock Marciano and DJ Premier is great.
Yeah.
Your old Droog and Madlib are about to put out a new album. So a lot of good stuff in hip hop. And the new Taylor Swift album that she announced on the Travis Brothers
podcast,
not the Kelsey Brothers.
The Kelsey Brothers. The Travis Brothers.
They're both called Travis. You know, Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Yes.
So anyway, it was a great show. So props to them. Got me out the house.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
You want to review this beer?
I would love to.
Well, let's do it. This is the Citrus Kicker. It's a citrus IPA from Crooked Can, 6.4 ABV. Obi, what'd you think?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Nope, 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6. Yeah,
it's what happens when we skip a week. You know?
Yeah, like wait, what's the scores
everything.
Again?
5 out of 6 for me. I love the prominent citrus flavor. It doesn't come off as like one of my pet peeves is when there's an artificial flavor, but especially citrus. Artificial citrus, I despise.
Yeah.
This tastes like fresh citrus and citrus peel, and it has a bit of that little bitterness you get with citrus sometimes. Definitely the sour little pucker. Stands out. It's very good. Well balanced. Not overwhelmingly high ABV. Just right in that sweet spot for me for an IPA. I really enjoyed it. 5 out of 6 bottle caps.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
Yeah,
I can rock with that. It's a really good IPA. I do find it interesting to label it as a citrus IPA and not just like a more traditional, like, is it a New England style? Is it like a super juicy?
Sure.
Or is it a West Coast style made with citrus or what have you?
It's a little cloudy.
It's a little cloudy.
Yeah.
It's not super translucent. So.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between, I guess.
It's like probably a half hazy.
I would also give it a 5 out of 6. I agree. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. There are IPAs that use like hops that kind of mimic a citrusy flavor.
Yeah.
This seems to, and I mean, even there's a little bit of like yeast or protein or citrus down at the bottom of the pour itself.
Yeah.
It's like it's like organic versus, you know, the other thing, I don't know.
GMO.
Thank you.
The other thing.
And you can taste the difference. You can really taste the difference. You get a zest, not just like it's super citrusy, but there's like very clearly an orange zest. This is a well-made IPA.
I can see someone putting like a little like half slice of an orange in there.
Yeah.
Just add a little.
I don't know what we've reviewed other Crooked Can stuff. I'd have to go back through the numbers and whatnot, but I would say that this is a really good beer that Crooked Can has made.
Agreed.
So this one's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
All right. You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In podcast. For myself, Marco Dupo, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.